Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Perfection, every time. Well, friends, welcome back. Hello. I hope that you had a beautiful, fabulous, rest-filled holiday. I know that I am feeling so zen, so refreshed, and so there's fewer things that I love more in the world than a new year and a new start. It's always like a little bit of stage fright, like, hello, are you still there? Whenever I turn the camera back on after taking this little holiday break, but just know we've been getting lots of sleep. The Christmas tree is still up. Listen, we're gonna do this together, okay? We're gonna have the official New Year restart here today. And I thought it would be fun to just chat and welcome the new year in by talking about all of the things that we want our new year to look like. Talk about goals, if you will, new year resolutions. Meryl's screaming at the door, sorry. Meryl's probably like, my new year dream is for you to get me a cat door. And to that I say, absolutely not, because we would have the entire neighborhood rolling in here. Cheers, my love. Happy 2026. And I've been actually thinking deeply about this over the last few months, talking all about being fabulous and talking about confidence and how we can improve our life and our own mental well-being, you know? And it made me feel really good, actually, coming into this new year. I think this is probably my favorite feeling new year that I've ever had. And I'm excited to chat with you about it because I just feel like we could all use extra pick-me-ups going into the new year, always. So I'm actually sad to be taking that down. You know, when you've been sitting with this glorious glowing tree for the entire season. I'm like, what am I gonna do now? It's gonna be so dark in here. We're gonna start the morning off right with some forward ambulation. Nothing like our glorious morning forward ambulating. Oh, guys, we have been so blessed, #blessed for the last week with glorious sunshine. It is so rare. It's supposed to be raining all for the next week. But while it is sunny out, obviously we're taking our outdoor morning stroll. Why did we decide to start this clip on the uphill? Pardon me, I'm now panting. But I wanted to talk to you about my first goal and resolution, and it's not even a goal because I've actually already started it today, but I am in desperate need of getting in control of my screen time and doom scrolling. I feel like my brain is melting away. I'm fully addicted to my phone and I can no longer be responsible for controlling it myself. So I've actually set myself on a schedule with our little Bloom app blocker. The amount of hours that I spend just mindlessly scrolling is really awful, and especially in the mornings when I have things that I want to do and when I get my workout done, there are so many times where I lay in bed, I'll just be like, oh, I'm just gonna open TikTok for a sec, and then like 45 minutes goes by, an hour goes by, and then I miss my workout window. And it's like my favorite thing to get up and get my body moving, and I can't be in control of my scrolling myself, so I've resorted to an app and a schedule. In 2026, no screen time from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., okay? And instead, look at us being out here in this gorgeous earth and Mother Nature with our forwardly ambulatingness. Oh, are you kidding me? Like, this is so much better. Showered, clean, ready. Now I need to talk to you about the next goal that I have for the new year, which is kind of continuing all of the chats that we've been having about confidence and feeling fabulous, and just like kind of continuing the idea of delusional optimism is something that's really been working for me since we originally talked about that. I don't remember when that was, but kind of practicing like mental mind games with yourself, and instead of always kind of going towards the negative side, how can I readjust my mind to think more positively? And that's not coming from a place of not acknowledging the fact that like bad days happen, bad things happen, you can be feeling sad and you can embrace all the emotions, but I'm kind of more interested in just not focusing on the negative part of that. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened to me. How could this happen to me? How could this happen? It's like, wow, okay, that happened. That sucks a lot, but how can I make this better? How can I make this situation better? Is there a bright side that I can choose to look at? And at least just doing that practice of applying that into more things in my day just makes me feel better. And it makes me feel a little bit brighter. Like that idea of waking up every day and being like, how can I make today more fabulous? How can I make this day the best day ever? Is there some little thing I can do? Something for myself, something in my space? Is there something I can do for someone else? Like, I just love that. Just total delusional optimism is what I am looking for in 2026. And I actually saw a TikTok video. Sorry, that was just a root tootin' at us. I saw a TikTok video of a girl talking about pronoia, and I was like, is this a real word? I had to look it up. It's basically the opposite of paranoia. And pronoia is the idea that the universe is rooting for you and that everything is gonna work out. And it's pretty much like a smaller word of delusional optimism, being like, yeah, this is for me, like main character energy. And I love it. And as someone who is around myself and my own thoughts a lot, I spend a lot of time, and when I say alone, I mean, I'm with Dan, I'm with my husband, but we do kind of live a rather isolated life. We don't see a lot of people. We spend a lot of days just alone in our house, and sometimes it can feel, I don't know, harder to pull ourselves out of a funk if we're in one. It's not like we're around our friends and family all the time. So if I can practice this myself and have the mental capacity to get myself into a positive place, I think that's gonna be, yeah, I just love that, and that's what I'm gonna be working towards, and just keeping positivity in the mouth this year. Also, when we did our little confidence video, it was said, proven by science, allegedly, that if you have like a daily mantra and you say things to yourself, apparently that can be helpful. So I wrote some with some swear words because that's how I feel. Here's my little daily mantra that I apparently need to say to myself in the mirror when I wake up. I am so effing capable. I can do anything I put my mind to. I am so capable of doing hard things. It is a privilege to do anything. I get to be here. You are fabulous. You can do hard things. Oh, it feels so lame. I really do. It's a work in progress, but I'm gonna be chanting things to myself, okay? Have a little daily pep talk with yourself in the morning. When you wake up and you go to brush your teeth and you take your little morning pee, you're like, I can do anything. I don't care if it's cringy or not. Honestly, it works. Gives you a little, yeah, I can do this. I didn't want to quote She's the Man again, but it's forever what comes to my mind. Like, I'm a badass hunkin' dude. It's just time, my friends. It is time to depart. Meryl. It's time to take the Christmas decorations down. I really left this actually much later than I usually do. I was intending to do this like over the holiday break, but then I thought it's kind of, it seemed a little bit longer this year. It seemed like an extended amount of time because, in my humble opinion, the new year starts on Monday, January 5th, okay? You can't have like a holiday break and then New Year's and then, you know, it's just January 5th is the official start of the new year. And technically also Dan's family's Christmas is January 7th, okay? Little Sretan, So we could technically leave this up until the 7th, but we already celebrated Christmas with his family, okay? So I feel like the time is nigh, and then I really need to figure out what's gonna fill its place, because this is gonna feel so lonely once this is down. You know, you get so used to having this sweet little lit tree, and then it's always so sad when you take it down. Meryl, you simply are reaching a level of my brain that is making me unable to speak. You really sometimes give me a headache to pitch. At least this morning it wasn't screams. Oh, okay. No, you don't want that. Perfect. Oh, you want outside. Fair enough. Anyway, new year, new us. Let's take the tree down. I almost forgot the plunger again. Plunger is going in. I love that all of our Christmas still fits in one box. If this box ever breaks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's so good. Everything fits in there. Oh my goodness. All this flocking is not removing. Woo! I was kind of thinking of leaving the garland like available because it's not necessarily Christmassy and neither are these candles, but it's something that I would certainly only pull out for like special occasions. It's actually been really annoying having on the table because we didn't host dinner once this entire holiday season, so it was just there for pretty vibes. It's there for the vibes, which is cute. But on this newer, smaller table that we have in comparison to our old giant wood one, this actually takes up most of the table. So I'm just gonna put it in here in the little party section, which is what I'm now lovingly calling that. And then I'll put the candles there. I mean, the candles are cute. I honestly don't really light candles a lot because I know this is in such contrast of how many candles exist in our house. Dan loves candles, but when I leave them on for too long, I just find that I start to get really like sniffly and sensitive to the smoke in the air. Does that happen to anyone else? I almost like having the candles there just for like the scent. Like this is my favorite, the Maker Gardener. I just sit here and smell it, and when it's just sitting there, it doesn't even have to be lit and you can still enjoy the scent, right? Now that I'm actually thinking about it, I don't even know if they have a diffuser or not. If they had a diffuser of that scent, ooh, now that would be the dream, and I'm sure Dan would be thrilled because this, oh my gosh, what's it called? Birchwood Pine. This is the scent that I had out for the holidays, and it just smells unreal. But Dan hates it. He hates the like Christmassy scents, which is so funny. But that's gonna go away until next year too. I can just hide it all in this little cabinet, which is so great. Yeah, also, speaking of random table updates, I washed the napkins, the cloth napkins that I bought, and they got all crazy and crinkly, and I saw some like leather placemats, which were very fancy, but just something that wouldn't like wrinkle and curdle, and yeah, we gotta figure this out. But just like that, Christmas is put away. Although I will say, it does feel so plain in here now. Now, it just must be said, while we're speaking of goals and things for 2026, obviously last year we did a lot in the house. We did our beautiful, beautiful built-in fireplace. We did a project in our bathroom, and there's a few other things that we're looking forward to this year, but mostly it'll just be getting it into a position that we're happy with. And I know that sounds insane, but you guys, if you followed along with the vlogs, then you'll know that there's so many things that we've just never done. Like our bedroom. Like we've just never had like a dresser or anything set up. There's like our laundry room is a disaster at all times. So just kind of trying to figure out some solutions for some areas in our house is definitely on the forefront and a focus for the new year. Like as far as the goals and resolutions, it's to just have a place for everything in the house. Like everything needs a home. Like the shoes need to be put away. I'm so sick of my things being out and everywhere, like at all times. Whenever I'm filming, I just have like vlog camera and mics and batteries. There's just shit everywhere. There's a lot of areas in our house where things just don't have homes. And so just getting to like a clean state in the house is my absolute mission for the new year. And it's already been put into action, okay? There was no playing around. I told you guys before I left, I was like, Dan, here's a to-do list of everything that we need to deal with over the holiday. Some orders were made. There's definitely some random little home updates that are gonna be coming as they get delivered and brought in here. But I want the house, like when I look at it, I don't wanna be like stressed when I see mess everywhere. I just want it to, I can hide you. I can put you away. Look at all these drawers that we have now. Look at that cabinet. I was able to just put that away. Like that is my goal, to have that for every area. And I'm not showing you the disasters that are in some of these other places, like the den, the laundry room, the garage. Oh my gosh, our bedroom floor. Like it's just, you know, in 2026, new standard of living. A new clean standard of living is what we're going with. Woo! Also, speaking of clean things, we got this cutie little room and linen spray. It's from the brand Dedcool, and this is Mochi milk, and it smells really good. I really like it, and I've never really been into the whole room scent thing, but I see a lot of people talk about it, and for someone who cares so much about what I smell like, I'm kind of surprised I've never really dabbled much into this world. But that smells delicious, and this, plus the gardener over there, New Year scents. Ooh, okay. Just gave me a full body sweat moving that over. Ah, we used to have this in our front entrance, and then we moved it into another room while they were doing the construction in here for like 7 months, you know. And I thought that this might fill the void. that the Christmas tree left. Kind of cute, right? I might need to straighten some of these. I think this might have been my Arteplanto one. I don't remember where I bought it though. I think that's nice. I'm gonna sit with it and see how I feel, but.
Oh, this sunshine is crazy. Okay, we've packed up and we've made our way downtown because we actually both have our little New Year appointment with Dr. Bolesne, Sweet Angel. Now listen, I think, when did we see her last? I don't remember. But I know I vlogged it, and there was a moment where we were like, oh, we're gonna do this facial. She wanted me to try this Tixel facial, which is like a heated, kind of crazy new facial that's apparently all the rage. The downtime is pretty crazy, so I've been a little bit nervous. But I just have to say, I posted this on my Instagram story on New Year's Day because this little patch has been driving me crazy. And I had vlogged previously when I went to go get it checked with like the skin cancer specialist, because I was like, listen, this popped up out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere, this freaking bump on my nose. It's been driving me mad. And then for New Year's Eve we went to a little event and I had put a fake tan on, and whenever I put tan on my face, it just like attaches to it, so it shows up so much more, and it's so annoying. And again, I lived like 31 years of my life with nothing there, and then it just suddenly appeared, and I'm like, hello? So I had messaged Dr. Bolesne being like, listen, we've got this appointment coming up to do this Tixel facial, but maybe we can do this instead. Can we figure something out? She said that there might be a way that they can remove it. So I know that this is not technically in line with like New Year's goals and resolutions, but this is part of my resolution to just continue to be fabulous and to feel amazing and confident. And this is something that is just in my vision every day and making me very angry every time I look at my face. So if this could go for the new year, that would be great. That would be amazing. And we also need to stock up on our skincare. Both Dan and I are out of our Skin Better Science alphabet, and Dan's gonna get some micro needling. Which, how many, this is like 5th or 6th session, maybe?
This will be the 5th, I think.
And how have you been feeling?
I think it's great, especially for these like deep acne scars.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because the staff at Dr. Bolesne, they go ham on Dan. Like, man's skin is just, they can tolerate more. I don't remember which facial it was, but they had gone extra deep and extra hard. Good. Guys, microneedling scares me so much. Like, I could never, but that's what Dan gets done. And we're both going in for our little New Year, New Us refresh. Can you see it in this light? Well, hello! New Year!
It's just a little wisdom spot. It is a seborrheic keratosis. Seborrheic keratosis.
Okay.
So it's a benign, not worrisome growth that you get as you get older, and related to sun and age and yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna burn it off. We're gonna just
love to hear it.
Singe that guy right off.
Bless.
Yeah.
Bless.
Other names that they're affectionately called are like granny warts or age-related spots. They're totally benign. I am sorry, they happen, and they're often genetically driven. So like if one of your parents gets them, but you can get them anywhere.
A granny wart?
Okay, that's
hysterical.
it's a terrible name, but they're very common, and like people will get them under their breasts, on their back, on their face.
Okay,
yeah.
I've seen that like on a back.
Yeah,
I just
and
thought
people, they're not moles. They're different than moles. They're benign growths.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so crazy for it to have just popped up in the middle of my face.
And some of them are flat, and then you only notice them, as you did, when you put on self-tanner, and it like absorbs into this sort of rough surface layer that you see.
It does feel rough and like gross.
Yeah.
It feels like something I could like pull off. That's
gonna just burn the top layer off.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that.
All right. And then Tixel.
We're gonna do Tixel. So Tixel is using fractionated heat, and we use it all over to improve the complexion. Okay. So it can help, I would say it's almost, and I use this term gently, but like a little iron for the skin. Yeah. It helps with like little crinkles around the eyes, it helps with pores and texture, and it's overall good to stimulate a bit of collagen under the skin. It's also nice because we can pair it with topicals on the skin right after, and it kind of absorbs through those channels, and you get sort of a boosted effect than just skincare alone.
Okay. And
so for you, the goal is to help with like tone, help with texture, I'd say, fine lines, like overall just give a little zhuzh to the skin.
Okay. And now just in comparison to the the laser that we've done previously.
Yeah.
Like when we've done an IPL or something, which technically was also for the same like texture and discoloration.
Yeah.
How does this compare?
I would say this is different in that maybe it's like a little bit more on the superficial tightening side of the skin, and IPL I'd use for like red and brown, like tone a bit more. This will help a bit with that, but for me it's a little bit better or targeted for texture. And then also what's unique about it is using it on areas like around the eye where you can't do lasers.
Totally, yeah.
And eyelid skin is the thinnest skin on our body. Like it's so thin, and so over time one of the major concerns people have is aging around their eye area. Seeing crinkles, crepey skin, thinning skin, dark circles. And so the more we can do to sort of thicken the skin there and prevent signs of aging there is helpful.
Yeah.
And so this one is very nice because it's very safe. It's just heat, right? It's not even a laser. It's just fractionated heat to sort of stimulate your skin.
Just gonna go and be burned.
Just a little burning.
Guys,
like double burn today.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, obviously she did a video when you first got this. I was assuming that was when you first got it. But you just have this perfect little, you're like, oh, I'm just a little pink, like barely anything. And then you look up, when you look up the Tixel facial, it's like people's like, like burn marks on their face.
It's okay. And I did max settings. But yes, you can look red. And I did look like, you know, I could have scared small children for a couple of days. We're gonna go lower on you.
Because I could become red from a brisk walk. Like I'm gonna be so red.
She's a sensitive soul, so we have to be baby with you.
But we'll see.
I mean, maybe this is the answer. Maybe your skin will be so much more resilient after that brisk walk won't even touch your skin. You'll be like, I can handle this. Okay.
Well, listen, new year, new us, guys.
Right.
Okay, we're getting this blasted.
Yep.
Trying Tixel.
Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Blesney.
You're welcome.
Let's go. I'm sweating already. Was it cauterized? A cauter. Anyway, there's this tool here. Here's the Tixel machine. Great. But we're doing this cauterizing before. It's literally going to be blasting off that thing, and it's going to be an open wound for many days. I've been given a cream that I have to put on. Oh god, this life is not for me. But I'm here. I'm happily a guinea pig. I will tell you what's new in the zoo with fun new treatments. I got a little bit more clarification from Sweet Mimi in comparison to the Genesis laser that we've done before, which is another heated laser. She said that laser Genesis goes below the surface of the skin, and that's like regenerating the collagen and kind of plumping the skin, whereas the Tixel is on the surface level of the skin, and it's really meant for like resurfacing and retexturizing. And then the IPL is for like pigment, so the dark spots, your redness. So it kind of really all could be used in like combination together. And I've had a combination of IPL and Genesis before, which was really painful for me. And then IPL is the thing that I've like continued to do just to, you know, I have a lot of pigmentation in my face. But I'm excited to see how this helps with just the texture on my skin, because even when I'm really good with skincare, I always just have, you know, the glass skin is never quite there for me. So if this makes a big difference, that'll be exciting. And then she was actually also saying that the SkinCeuticals P-Teox is really good for helping with that similar kind of ongoing keeping up with the texture, which is great. And it was interesting because SkinCeuticals markets P-Teox as like a Botox in a bottle, where she was like, it's actually really great for keeping a smooth surface. So she recommended using the P-Teox in combination with this to keep that smooth skin. So hopefully that's what we're doing here. Hopefully this bump will be gone, and I am already dripping in sweat. This is what happens when I get these treatments. I can smell it.
You will smell it a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
So you're going to hear a little singe. This is very, very, very hot, hot electric needle, and we're just gonna take this guy down, okay? So you're gonna close your eyes. Do you want to hold on to anything, a squeeze ball or anything?
I'm holding onto my ribs.
Okay, and I'll just do couple little pulses, and then we'll stop when you find it too bad, okay? So deep breath, and ready? Good.
Oh, that's not bad, yeah, okay. Like, that was it?
That's it. I'm gonna just check the edges and make sure I got it all.
I can't believe that.
But it literally is off now. Isn't that cool? And all you're going to do is put a little ointment on there for healing. All right. She's off. She's off.
Thank you so much.
Now, right now it's just a flat red mark, but the spot is gone.
Ew.
The red mark looks ew, but wait till it heals up and then it's gone.
Yes.
I can't believe that. It was literally just a layer. like a crust. I'm like a crab. I crabbed over.
So I know you went on a lighter setting because
Yes.
I'm a whiny baby, okay?
Oh wow!
You did it! But in my opinion, that was way less painful than IPL. Because IPL is like snapping, electrocuting. This is like hot stamp. It's almost like more gentle in its approach than the electrocuting. But my face is on fire.
Yes.
It's burning.
Yes.
And she said it's going to burn for the next couple hours. Thank
good.
you so much. Wow. New year, new me. I probably look insane right now.
Oh yeah. Nice and
Looks like
red.
you just like gave me a new face.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. You did so good.
Good morning. It's the next day after my blasting, and I thought I would show you the immediate after. This has been kind of crazy and oozing, but it's insane how flat it already is. I know I've been putting this ointment on it, but yeah, it's literally an open wound and my face is really swollen. I have like literally sacks of swollen bits all around my face. But in comparison to what I saw on the Tixel recovery, this is actually quite small. I saw people who had like huge strips, and obviously again, I went on the lighter setting, but hopefully this will still have a lovely impact on the overall glow of the face. So really excited about that. Obviously I'll keep you guys posted as my healing journey goes on, and I'm really hoping for some magic on this lump to be done. But I'm gonna be in recovery for the next couple days. And on the way home, I actually like made a last minute appointment. I called Beau Salon and I was like, hello, does Sharon have time for removal? And speaking of New Year, New Us, I got my gel nails removed. I am starting the year totally naked. I've had this theory recently. I've just had this feeling where I feel like I'm being a little bit suffocated by the gel. I have had gel nails on almost entirely since 2021. It's been basically 5 full years of me just being in gel. And I took like a break or 2 at some point, which all lasted very briefly, because once you get used to having those like insane rocks for nails, like I use my nails like a tool. Like they're so strong when I have the builder gel on them, but I just felt like I was losing my grip. I don't know how to like use my fingers anymore, because they're always just kind of, that's the opposite of what I just said, you know, like using the sharpness as a tool. But as far as like my finger grip, like holding things and gripping onto things, literally I went to Sharon and she was like, are you sure you're gonna come back in a week? You're gonna come back and put them on because it's gonna drive you crazy. But I'm like, I just needed a break. I needed a little New Year refresh to just get some, you have no idea how amazing this feels. For those of you who get gel nails, you know this feeling. And I just, when I'm working out, when I'm playing tennis, like sometimes it just drives me crazy and I feel like I just have numb hands. So I'm just gonna see, we'll see how long this lasts. I'm gonna try really hard to keep it like really neat and clean, but you can see like even, can you see here the lines that the gel makes, like the indent, you know, it gets shaved so deeply into there, and I just feel like I needed a break. So that's another little New Year refresh. And I realized that we kind of got sidetracked from like the goals and resolutions, but really this year, guys, just in contrast to the last few years and many years of my life that I've been documenting here on YouTube, I am really intentionally moving forward this year and focusing on rest and recovery. And especially over the last like 3 to 4 years where I've been super into the program and into fitness and playing a lot of tennis and traveling so much, and really like my sleep has just, my sleep is terrible, honestly. And even the last few weeks, I've been resting a lot more and doing a lot more sleep and kind of turning the dial down on my workouts a little bit. And I just feel so much more zen. Like I feel so much more relaxed. Even this morning, actually I was sad because it was our tennis morning and Dan went and, you know, set the alarm for 4:50 because that's the time that we have to get up in order to make it to tennis. And I actually didn't want to go work out with this like open gash on my face because I didn't really want to sweat through it just in case. I don't know, at least like the first day. I think I'll be fine to go back tomorrow, but I slept in. It's just felt so good to get some like true, deep, proper rest. And I'm really going to make a point of it in my weekly workout routines to just be focusing so much more on the rest and recovery days and really making sleep a priority, because I just feel like I'm a high anxiety person. I have a lot of stress. I will be focusing on like dealing with that obviously mentally, but just kind of putting a little bit more of an emphasis on the rest and recovery days I think is going to make a huge difference. And I know that there's lots of you who have been screaming at me about that for a very long time, being like, girl, you need to sleep more.
And gone are the days of I'll sleep when I'm dead, okay? Sleep and recovery and rest, like to just actively try to be a more rested and peaceful person is like top priority for me this new year. So maybe I'll film like my rest and recovery day routine. That could be a video that we could do together and just talk about all the things, just like little things, little shifts that we can do to be more rested individuals. But yeah, huge focus, big New Year resolution. And I'm already starting. I'm starting. Look at us having a slow, beautiful morning and having more of those going forward. Look out. New face, new sleep. New nails. Oh my goodness. Also, sorry, I realized I hadn't actually mentioned it yet, but over here on the little cabinet, we just also picked that up on our way home. I just plugged this in this morning. This cutie little lamp. Bought it on sale at CB2, bless. But I just wanted to circle back for the new year. Going back to the Bloom card and the screen time. It's obviously only been a couple of days that I've been doing it, but I have the Bloom card sitting here on the cabinet, and it's far enough away from my bedroom that I would certainly not get up out of bed and come back downstairs and do it. But I have myself on a schedule, and I have a few hours blocked in the morning and at night to avoid any of the doom scrolling. And what a difference this has already made in my mental space. I can't believe it. I'm already like, if you guys have noticed, I've been very quiet on Instagram, but I've been very detached from it, and it feels so good. And in the morning, it almost feels like more so than ever that non-negotiable moment of like getting up and going and doing a workout, or getting up and going and doing something productive, or just whatever it is. Even if I just wanted to lay there, I'm incapable of scrolling, and it has made the world of a difference already. It's only been a few days, and like setting the schedule, like the timer goes off and it's like boop, JK, Instagram's taking a break. You're like totally. But yeah, and I'm already finding myself reaching for my phone less and less and less. Oh, I can't express to you the like getting some offline hobbies and putting a huge emphasis on that in the new year too is gonna be, I'm just, look guys, 2026 is the year of peace, okay? It's the year of peace and intentional mindfulness, and I don't want to sound like hippy-dippy about it, but I already feel so much more clear not having the doom scroll. It feels so good. And maybe I'll finally get back into reading. Maybe we'll read a book, y'all. Day 3 little update for you. My skin feels like sandpaper, and it's got little dots all over it. It's so crazy. But hopefully in a few days, I'll be back to it. But for now, I'm still going to bask in this no makeup, just healing position. So please forgive me. I know I've been rivetingly gorgeous this entire video. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this all heals. And obviously, I'll keep you posted. Sorry, I would love to include that in this video, but I do fear that the recovery will be a little bit longer than would make sense. And I'd love to get this video up because we're back, baby. Back to posting, and I would love to deliver this unto ye. Don't mind me, I'm sitting in my coat because I'm so cold. It's just freezing in the house right now, and I'm just laying for a moment. It's day 1 of my periodical, and I'm just a wounded animal all around. I bought myself the Twilight box set for Christmas. I've decided to reread Twilight because I'm basically regressing in my reading skills. I'm just looking for some joy and escapism, I guess. I don't really want to learn anything right now in terms of my reading desires. I just want to be whisked away into joy. And I haven't read this book since grade 10. I read Twilight in grade 10 when I was, how old were you in grade 10? 16? It's a long time ago. It's been many, many years. So I would just love to just re-envision this. I literally just started it. So here I am reading a book, guys. And like, honestly, as far as the rest of goals and resolutions go, it's kind of, I have a few other like personal goals. Dan and I have some like family goals. Sorry, do not discuss my womb here today. Okay, no, like household goals. We have some financial goals and just things that we would love to start thinking about in some future planning, but it's kind of all, it's all personal stuff, and we have some like fiscal responsibility goals for the year, and you know, just whatever, you guys get it. But there's a few like kind of top level things. The idea of going into 2026, just really want to practice peace, want to feel rested. I guess what I could leave you with is I've also put a big emphasis in my notes and when discussing New Year's resolutions is I just want to have fun. Life is short. I'm going to continue using the word fabulous so much because I want to wake up every day and literally be like, how can I make today more fabulous and fun? And I think if I can like switch myself mentally into asking myself that every day, life is too short to just even consider any other way. And those are going to be the attempts that I'm making for the new year. So I'm just really excited. We have a lot of fun things planned, and like in the calendar, there's a lot of changes like with my friends, and we have more like weddings and fun things to look forward to. And I just really want to have a bright year, or as much as I'm able to, just be thinking on the positive side of life. And yeah, lots of fun to come. So I hope you guys are feeling amazing. And obviously I would love to hear from you if you have any really fun like New Year's goals, or if there's anything that you're changing this new year, if you are in fact participating and pressing the restart button. I'd love to hear like a few changes that you're making, and if we can just, keep it a happy, positive, really constructive space that it has been. It's been so fun being here. So that plus anything you want to see from me, holler at your girl. But welcome back. Happy New Year, everybody. It feels good to be back and talking to the camera. And I hope to look a little bit more fresh and delightful for you the next time I see you. So welcome back. I was about to say welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome back. Happy 2026. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you all very, very soon for a new video. Bye. Bye. Boy. That's to myself. That's to this dog.